Right, okay. I hope everyone is calm. Anyone who is having their lunch still, please ask them now. Different tag numbers, please. Oh. Right. How about the now they're coming? I put the message. Okay, today I will start the session actually. So last week we were discussing one major part of our marketing subject or this syllabus, which is segmentation, targeting, and positioning. We started discussing the data, and we understood or we discussed why this segmentation is very much important, why targeting is important, and how it is done. We have discussed in last week. So can you please tell me why do we need to go for this customer-driven marketing strategy? Yes. Why do we need to go for this? Why should we focus about this segmentation, targeting, and all of these things? Why? Why is it important? You can remember. Yes. Why should we go for those? Normally, do companies do this segmentation? Do companies follow? If it is yes, why? Any segmentation of marketing, career, what's the reason for that? Yes. That is mainly because I clearly mentioned you, one company cannot serve everyone in the market. Example, we have so many degree programs targeted for different needs of the different people. When we need to have, let's say, a cloth, we have different brands coming at different prices, in different quality, different materials, right? We have different items. That is because people have different demand, different needs, or their characteristics, their behavior is quite different. That is why we need to go for this customer-driven marketing strategy. So under this customer-driven marketing strategy, I told you, we have these four main things which comes under selecting customers to save and deciding the value proposition, right? So under selecting customers to serve, we have this segmentation and targeting. That is the segmentation means dividing the total market into smaller segments, or else dividing the heterogeneous market into homogeneous those different variables like geographic, demographics, and and then last to use these segmentation, right? So once we do the segmentation, we need to go for targeting, that is selecting one or more segments to provide our product, right? That's going to be the targeting, right? And that is where we stopped last week. You can remember, yes, this was the last activity we did, right? Here my question was identifying different target markets for these different kinds of products, right, available in the marketplace. So today we can start from this point onwards. So when it comes to this targeting, we have four different targeting strategies. Right? We have four different targeting strategies. The first one is undifferentiated marketing, or we call it mass marketing, right? And then we have this differentiated or segmented marketing, then concentrated marketing, or as we call it niche marketing, and micro. Under micro marketing, we have the local or individual marketing. So before going to this one, I need to give you a summary or brief idea of what this is. So when it is focused about this from undifferentiated marketing to micro marketing, right? So in undifferentiated marketing, what companies are doing is targeting the whole market in a broad way, right? Or is it tries to, in simple terms or in very general terms, it focuses on targeting everyone, right? Or else the company is trying to offer a one or single product for everyone in the marketplace, right? That is what happens in this undifferentiated market. They don't consider about the age, people, gender, where they are from, right? What their religion is, right? They consider nothing, right? Rather than considering any of the characteristics of the people, they just try to offer a one single product everyone in the market. They assume that everyone will consume the same products, right? Without any. That is what happens in this undifferentiated to mass market. So when it comes to from undifferentiated to differentiated, concentrated micro marketing, it focuses about, or as it considers, focusing customers to narrow, or as it tries to address customers' needs and wants separately, right? Or as they try to serve different customers' needs in different ways, right? And these uh, targeting, right? When it comes to differentiate, segmented or differentiated marketing, the company might try to satisfy a set of customers, right? So then, compared to this mass marketing, the number of customers in this differentiated marketing might be low, right? So when it comes to concentrated, it is lower than this differentiated markets. And when it comes to this micro marketing, it is lower than the number of customers in this micro marketing is lower than this niche or concentrated market. Like I will explain these things separately. I just gave you a brief understanding of this is. So when it comes to undifferentiated, the companies are targeting more broadly, right? Or they assume everyone will consume the same product, right, in the marketplace. And when it comes to micro marketing, the companies are considering individual needs models, right? Individually, we try to give a separate product, right? So I will explain this one by one. The first one, that is undifferentiated or mass market. Undifferentiated or mass market. So this says the market covering strategy in which a firm might decide to ignore market segment differences and go after the whole market with one, right? They try to offer right. So let's say this is the whole market, right? Let's say this is all market. In undifferentiated market, what happens is the company sells one product to everyone. They offer one product to everyone in the market, right? So this strategy focuses on what is common in the needs of consumers than what is deeper, right? So when the companies are following this undifferentiated or mass marketing strategy, they consider more towards the common needs that the people have. As an example, these are McDonald's. They offer one product for everyone. In very rare cases, they might be following different strategies to target different needs of the people. But other than that, they offer a one singular product for everyone. With the go, with the pizza going, with the adults, elderly people, whoever is going, right? Or whoever is coming to the outlet, they are offering the same product, right? For the customers. They may have different flavors, different varieties, but it's undifferentiated or mass marketing. They have many. An example is an example is our newspapers. They spoke about these special newspapers or these small kids or sports students, but other than that, these daily newspapers. They offer the same thing for everyone. Even for the high social class or also social class, middle class, for everyone. They offer the same product. And even a simple example of something like biscuits. They offer the same biscuit packet for everyone in the marketplace. Right? For everyone in the marketplace. But in very rare cases, they might be having some sugar-free or friendly biscuit items. But other than that, they have the same product for everyone. And they consider only maybe a hunger need, right? That the people have, or as they decide doing something, right? They try to satisfy that need of the people. That is how this undifferentiated marketing is working. The next one, that is the differentiated or segmented market. Right? Differentiated or segmented marketing. They are is a market coverage strategy in which a firm decides to target several market segments and design separate offers for each. From the same company, they might be offering different stuff for different market segments. Right? From the same company, the different products for the different offerings for the different markets or different segments in the market. So by offering product and marketing variations to segments, companies hope for higher sales and a stronger position within each market segment. But this differentiated marketing, as I told you at the beginning, is always because this is involved with a cost from different segments. So, an example for this segmented or differentiated marketing. One company is offering a different kinds of product for different target markets, so different customer groups. Do they have such companies in reality? Do we have? The example.
In India, there's 5 varieties of wrestling.
Sorry, but then
Wrestling, promotion is
yes, Wesleyan, yes.
yes, like 5 varieties. So the people who are comfortable with which select their
Okay, but are they offering it for different customer groups? Let's say, like, do they have different or else varieties in terms of pricing? I will give you one example. How about the products from Japan? Japan products. They have this cosmetics item from Japan brand, and they have cosmetics from Love Essence, and they have another set of products from the brand name of Pasika. targeting different levels of customer groups. Right? In terms of the price, the sparse in your products are the highest one I guess, right? Then lowest is then general brand comes. The same company, similar types of products, but targeted to different kinds of customer groups. That is what happens in this differentiated or segmented market. Here example. This coverage is we said yes. Then we can sometimes give let's say this some low price product or some low income people, right? For these small people, they can offer some small type items, right? So for the people who are like who are wealthy enough, we can like offer them some luxury items, and we do have those effects. The other example. Smartphones again from Samsung. Yes, yes. Let's say as an example from Samsung, we have products from different prices, targeting different people or different customer groups. Any other example? How about something like tea brand? Tea brands. We have this water system, everything from one but how different customer groups. The in price, they have like varieties. That is how this differentiated or segmented marketing is being practiced by the banks. So when it comes to this differentiation or segmented marketing, the companies are always trying to acquire more profit from using, and they try to be the best seller or they try to be the best performer in the particular segments that they are functioning. Right. So the next one is the concentrated for the niche market. Right. So this is compared to segmented marketing, the market size could be low. Right? The size of the market could be low. Right? In this niche marketing. The market coverage strategy in which the firm goes after a large share of one of your smaller segments. Right? So I told you that market size is low, but the profit in terms of the income that they can get, that is significantly high. That is significantly high. Maybe we have a very few number of people in this customer base or in this market. I will give you one example for this. How about the people who are going after or who are going behind these antique products? Antique products, right? They have like unique characteristics, they have like unique demands. Whatever the price that is, they might be purchasing those products because they have a huge desire for those unique antique items. Right? Any other example for this niche market? A firm can achieve a strong market position in niche markets through greater knowledge of consumer needs because we know their needs well now. We are focusing on this niche market, right? Because they have a one or two needs and they are like small number of customers and we can easily cater for them. And though the market size is low, we can go for high profits. Right? So it can market more effectively by finding the market mix needs of carefully defined segments. Any example for these niche markets? Example. These are niche markets. I will give you another example. Now remember the country that is in France or somewhere. So they are really targeting the people who are used or else who are familiar with their left hands or their left hands to do their daily tasks. Right? So they offer the product especially targeting the left-hand people. But see, normally when we are producing the product, we are just focusing on this right-hand people because we have many right-handers. Majority of the people are right-handers. So we are focusing these left-handers. So it's left users. Right? So we are offering, so the competitors are offering the product. Let's say as an example, these chairs, right? These are designed only for, see, we have an example here, right? So these chairs have been designed for these right-hand users, right? This we can hold our book on in a friendly manner if we are only writing using our right hand, right? So we have such companies who are targeting those types of customer groups. Here example of such niche market. Disability products. Sorry?
Disability products.
This disability products, it could be yes, sometimes it can be taken. People who are so the customer companies who are targeting these disables in the markets. Right. They may have like remarks. Purchasing those products without considering the price of them. Right. Then the next one, that is the micro market. Right. Here we are more towards considering about customers' needs or the wants individual. We are going to individual level. Right. So tailoring products and marketing programs to the needs and wants of specific individuals and local customers. Right. So in micro marketing, we have two items: local marketing and individual marketing. So local marketing means tailoring brands and marketing to the needs and wants of local customer segments, cities, neighborhoods, and even specific stores. Which means without going for the any number of people again, we are just targeting a small area. It could be a geographically a small area, maybe a people in a particular city. Sometimes due to different cultural factors or social factors or their lifestyle, they may have some unique needs. Right? We have some unique codes. So if we can cater them, that is all about addressing the unique needs or the wants of some selected customers, right? Or maybe people in a particular city area, or people in a particular province. If we can target such people, that is what we call as the local market, right? Let's say we assume that people in well area, so particular demand for some products. We never know, right? They may have, if we go through them, if we explore them, if we like analyze their needs and wants, they may have different needs, right? So those needs can be different compared to the other people in the country. So if we can cater to them, that is addressing their unique needs and wants. That is what we call as this local market. Then the next one is the individual market. This is the most profitable one which we can have if we can go for, and this is the most difficult one as well, this individual market. Trying to satisfy individual customers' needs and wants. Now here we have, let's say we have 15 people here, right? So we try to address your needs and wants individually. As a company, this is going to be very much difficult, but still we have the companies which are addressing such needs and wants, individual marketing. So tailoring products and marketing programs to the needs and preference of individual customers. Individual marketing has also been labeled one-to-one marketing, customization, markets of one market. Any example for this individual marketing? Any example for this individual marketing? We have and we all have experienced such. I really know that you all have experienced this. Individual marketing. Yes. Individually, you give your preference and you get what you want. The example. Sorry? Yes, well, it's there is customization. We have our requirements, our needs. Anything else? Sorry? Yes, customized jewelry. Right, customized jewelry. We give the design we want and we try to get it done. Anything else?
Okay. Customized.
Customized perfume do we have? I don't know.
Yeah. No, Srilanka has Srilanka.
Certainly.
Yeah.
So where do we like how to customize perfumes in Sri Lanka?
In Gurunagala there is no place. It is famous from Dubai. Okay. It is now somewhat having two shows in Colombo.
Where is it?
I don't know. I mean, Gurunagala is.
Okay. Then what can we do there? Can we like how can we like give them the
Like they are premium. We can make the premium cookies cheap prices. Like 50,000 perfumes, they will have all the raw materials. Okay. So they will mix and give it. It will be like 1/10 of the price of the original.
okay.
And also we can make it customized. Our preference, the level of our.
The ingredients can be changed
Yeah.
based on our preference. Okay. Anything else? But I still did not get the like expected answers. How about the tailoring experience or the salon experience that we get? We get our haircut. That's how we want. Sometimes the same design, same style, but still we have small changes from one person to another. Salon experience, right? When you need to get a makeup or facial or anything, right? You have like different like needs, like different things you want, right? So it depends or it differs from one person to another. So that is the individual marketing. If we can go for this individual marketing, that's it. And that is where we can really win the customers. But we have to be very much careful because customers are expecting so much when we go for this individual marketing because we expect the company to provide what we are really asking from them. So if we are not getting what we are really asking from them, so the company might be in trouble because we might not be the second time we might not be trying. So we might easily be going for someone else because we do not consider about the cost sometimes, right? When we are going for the individual market. Let's say a simple example when we are going for a birthday cake, right? To give for someone else, to give someone. Then before considering about the price, we might be asking whether the particular bakery or somewhere can produce what we are asking from. Thereafter only we might be asking the price of the cake, right? So this individual marketing is the most suitable one if we can go for, but for each of the products, so for all the products in the markets, we can go for this individual marketing. This. Right. Okay. So this is a real example for individual marketing, right? We have discussed. Nike offered this one. Nike ID is a program. Let's users to choose shoe material, personalized colors, imprint text on the heels, and even size the left and right shoe different things, right? Nike had this one, and the cost wise it was very much high, but people still like for that. And even Apple, they allow like people to engrave their names in different product that they are offering, right? So these are the individual marketing practices that the companies are really practicing in the world, right? So anyway, when we are going for these different targeting strategies, we need to see whether we have sufficient resources, and we need to see whether we have variable products, and we need to consider where our product life cycle is in, and our market variability and competitors marketing strategies. These things we have to analyze when we are going for different targeting strategies. So let's say we plan to do an individual marketing strategy, but as a company we do not have sufficient resources. So in such cases, once the customers demand, only if we realize that we do not have sufficient resources, then if we cannot offer what customers are asking for, then customers will be struggle and they will be dissatisfied. So that before going for different targeting strategies, we really need to analyze who we are, what we can do, what our resources are, what our capabilities are, and what our competitors are doing. We really need to analyze those things. So the final part of this subject, that is differentiation and position, right? Hope you can remember I told you we have three main things, that is segmentation, targeting, and position. So in segmentation, what we try to do is we just try to divide this market into different categories or different clusters. In targeting, what we do is, out of those different clusters we have divided, we try to select one or few segments or the clusters to sell our product. Right? In very simple terms, we try to select a few segments to sell our products. Then in differentiation and positioning, what happens is we try to keep our brand's name or the product's names in customers' mind. Right? A simple example is what Sunlight has done. Right? What Sunlight has done, what Signal has done. So whenever we need to have a toothpaste, for most of the people, the first term or the first brand name which comes to our mind would be the Signal. That's why our old generations are still asking for a Signal once they go to the shop rather than a toothpaste. Right? That's why our old generations are still asking for Sunlight rather than something, rather than a shop, soap to shop there, to wash their clothes. Right? So the same thing is with bar as well. So these old generations are asking not for slippers, they are asking for bar. So whatever the brands that they are getting, right, they're still asking for bar. So they are okay with any brand, but they are asking for a bar. Right? That is what we call as the position. Occupying the customer's mind, right, as a brand or a product, right, when we are operating in the marketplace. So beyond deciding which segment of the market it will target, the company must decide on a value proposition. How it will create differentiated value for target segments and what positions it wants to occupy in those segments. Right? So we need to realize, or we need to analyze what position we need to obtain, or else how we need to keep our brand's name remembered within customers' mind. Right? That is what our focus should be. So when it comes to product position, the way the product is defined by consumers on important attributes. Right? Positioning කියන්නේ කොහොමද අපේ product එක මොකක් හරි special attribute එකක් customers define. Right? මිනිස්සු කියනවා නම් අපි හිතමු let's say people who needs to get professional qualifications in this accounting field, right? If the people are saying that is the chartered, so that is how it has been positioned. But still we have many more professional qualifications we can get for this, though we are following this accounting. What else? CMA is also there. CIMA. We have many more. But if the first qualification, what's the other one? CPA. CPA. What's it?
Chartered Public from this
Public accounting. Right. So when we have like several number of qualifications, if the first brand or the first qualification which comes to customers or the people's mind is CA, so which means CA has done something better compared to the other qualifications. That is what we discuss under this position, right? So the place the product occupies in consumers' mind relative to competing products, right? The place where we can occupy in consumers' mind relative to the competing products. So that is why I'm giving you a simple example. If you consider about your school time, you may still remember some of the teachers you had, maybe in terms of their teaching quality, maybe in terms of their punishment, right? In terms of how well they are talking. We never know, right? We have different attributes in our mind. So in terms of those different attributes, we have different people's remembering in our mind, right? That is what we call as position. So that is what the companies are also trying to do for the products or the services that they are offering, right? So when it comes to differentiate, right? So if we need to go for a better positioning, we need to differentiate our product compared to the competing brands or the products in the marketplace, right? අපිට අපේ product එක customers ලගේ ඔළුවේ හරියට position කරන්න නම් එහෙම නැත්නම් අපේ product එක හරියට මතක හිටින්න නම් අපි අපේ brand එක අපේ products එක අනිත් products වලට සාපේක්ෂව ඒක differentiate කරලා offer කරනවා. ඒක වෙනස් විදිහකට අපි offer කරනවා. So when it comes to this differentiation, we have different ways, like 5 different ways of how we can differentiate our products of the brand. The first one is the product differentiation, right? The product differentiation. So the product itself, we try to differentiate, maybe with the quality, maybe some of the features we have, right? We try to differentiate. Let's say I'm asking from you, what the most quality mobile phone we have? So what would be your answer? What's the most quality mobile phone we have? I'm asking in terms of brand name, please. Come on, please. What are the different mobile phones? Like your experiences or based on your experience, what the most quality one? Yes. Some people might be saying that is Samsung. Some people might be saying there is Apple, right? That is based on the experience of what they have heard, right? But we never got the brands like Nokia or like other Huawei or anything else. We never got, right? So that is the product differentiation. The product itself has a something differentiate. And let's say in terms of camera quality, if I ask from you, you might have come up with different answers, right? So that is the product differentiation. So I will give you one simple example for you to understand this one. This Lotus Tower that we have in the country. So what was the main purpose of building the Lotus Tower? Srilanka, when it was built, what was communicated to us? For what purpose they were building it? Lotus Tower. Do you know that something called Lotus Tower we have in the country? Then for what purpose it was built? Not for that restaurant, not for that. That is as a communication hub, right? In the country. As communication hub, actually they built it. We never know what their agendas were, right? That was their like main idea communicated to the general public. But actually it did not happen, it did not function in that way. So later, the government and the relevant authorities, relevant managements try to differentiate their products with something as like entertainment, something like the student, right? Somewhere like people can go and visit, right? So in that way they try to differentiate, right? So that is the product differentiation. So here I have a video of one way how they try to differentiate this Lotus Tower. Let's watch this one. With some entertainment, with some adventurous things, right? So it was like the management tried to differentiate it as somewhere that people can enjoy their life, people can experience their life, right? That is product differentiation. Right. Then the next one, that is the service differentials, right? By giving more service, right? By giving more service, the companies sometimes try to differentiate their products or the services compared to other competitors' products, right? So an example for the service differentiation. An example. for the service differentiation. Compared to other companies, sometimes compared to the other brands, so some companies might be giving more services. Sometimes something more than customers are really expecting. Service differentiation. I will give you an example. This is a hypothetical one. This is not a real one. Let's say all the mobile phone selling companies, they give only 2 years of warranty. Right? Let's say there is one mobile phone shop which gives us 3 years of warranty. That is a kind of service differentiation that the company is practicing. Right? We get more benefits. Now anything else? Obviously.
It's giving software driven access for the business class messages.
How about the other airlines?
They're mostly they
Yes, that is it. That is the kind of service differentiation. And there is another airline, again, I can't remember the name, sorry for that. So they normally allow people to bring more baggages, like more weightages, and they charge only a small amount of money. Small amount compared to other airlines. Normally, when we are traveling, let's say I'm traveling, you are traveling to somewhere for about 7 days. Normally, when we are traveling for 7 days, we do not bring everything in our house. Do we bring everything like furniture, like everything how we do? So therefore, like allowing people to bring more weightage will not harm for them, as long as passengers are coming with them, as long as they can earn profits, right? Any other example, any such example that you really have experienced? Let's say a simple example. Let's say there's a salon where we go and get our haircut. In the salon, we are offered a free head massage. So that is the kind of service refreshment. So yes, refreshments. Yes, we might be having refreshments. There can be some salons where we can have refreshments while we get our haircuts. Right? Sometimes a free of charge. So still, so that we might be like, it might be motivated for us to go there. Any other such example? The practical one which you have experienced. How about these service stations? Now this is being practiced in most of service stations. Normally they offer this tea, coffee, or like cold drinks. That is the part of service that they are giving for us. Service information. Right. So I will show you how Sri Lankan Airlines, right? I'm not talking about their performances, right? So their service, how they are going to differentiate their product with the different service they have. Service differentiation. They are promoting the home away home concept. We don't have the sound. I think this is the maximum. That home away home concept, right? They promote it. Right? The service differentiation. Then the next one, that is Another one for the service differentiation. This is in again in France. I can remember. So normally we have the return policies in organizations. Return policies we do have. In textile, it could be 14 days or maybe 7 days or maybe maximum 1 month. Right? Not in the retail, nothing. In clothing stores in other places. Maximum 1 month. So there's a company in France, I guess, again, right? So they allow people to return the products. How long? How long? So they allow people to return their products till 365 days. But that's a kind of more service that the people can do. But now, see these textile shops here we have in the country in BPL season, they sell like number of items, but we also buying maybe to gift someone, right? Maybe to gift our relatives, right? But still, they may not allow for us to return those dresses if those are not matching. If it it is after maybe 14 or 21 days, they may not allow us, right? So that's kind of bad thing that we are experiencing as customers. So the next one, that is the channel differentiation, which means through the distribution, right? Through the distribution, we try to differentiate ourselves. Maybe with quick distribution, maybe with free distribution, right? Maybe with let's say when our competitors are not having online distributions, we try to give online distributions for our customers. That is one way of differentiating our product compared to other companies. Any example for this channel differentiation? Channel means distribution. Any example? Any example? Yes, please. One other example. Channel. Yes. Obviously. Channel distribution, channel differentiation, or distribution differentiation. Rather than what examples. Sorry. Uber, how is it? How is it? Uber, it's true that they do online distribution, but I will give you one example. Let's say these restaurants we have, different restaurants we have. So in most of the restaurants, if they do the online, if they do this distribution with their own distributors, with their own writers, they charge for us. So while we have such restaurants, there can be some other restaurants which do not charge from the customers, right? For their distributions. So the next one is the people differentiation. That is trying to differentiate the company with the employees or with the people working there. Maybe with some good customer service compared to other competitors. Maybe with some good customer relationships for the customer. Good customer relationships with the customers, right? Company is trying to differentiate their company, right? With their competitors' offerings. Let's say these simple example is government banks or the state banks and the private banks. We have like the significant differences in terms of customer service, right? How the people are talking to us, how they are like supporting us, how helpful they are, right? How much they are like willing to assist us. There can be so many differences. So the next one is the image differentiation, and this is something which a company can achieve by performing well uh, throughout a number of years, right? They get an image that they have quality products, or they get an image that they have a quality service staff, they have good staff members, right? They get that image. So that is why we always try to buy products from some recognized places rather than going for some unfamiliar or unrecognized places in the market, right? That's why to buy some electric items, we always try to go for some reputed places in the markets. Maybe from Seagal, maybe from Avance, right? Rather than going for any other places available in the markets. Because we know that, or else we have an idea that the products sold by these places are quality, right? Which means they have got a kind of an image to communicate that their products are quality compared to other products in the marketplace, right? So in this way, we can differentiate our products or our offerings from our competitors' offerings. Right.
Yeah, got
So, so when it comes to our positioning, I told you that we are always trying to differentiate our products, right? So when it comes to this differentiating, we need to select our correct competitive advantage. Competitive advantage means something we have unique compared to our competitors, right? That is what is called as the competitive advantage. Something we have unique compared to our
it.
something we have unique compared to our competitors. That is competitive advantage. I will give you one example for this competitive advantage. So when we were like having these toothpaste in the market, right? Those days, Signal was the leader or is a dominating player in the market, right? So when the Signal was there, ProGuard also came to the market. So they needed to differentiate their products uh, from the other product in the market. So what they did was they included clove oil as one of the ingredients, clove, which was their comparative advantage by that time. Inclusion of clove oil as an ingredient. Right. So if something needs to be a competitive advantage, it has to be with only one player. Let's say clove oil is only with ProGuard, then ProGuard has a competitive advantage. But soon after, any other competitor or any other player in the market decides to include clove oil as one of their ingredients, it no longer does not last as a competitive advantage. Right? It no longer exists as a competitive advantage. Competitive advantage right? Like let's take this. I will give you a simple example. This figure, right? Figure. Then we had that Dilsco played by Dilshan, right? When only he was playing, he had a competitive advantage. But when others started copying that shot, it was not a competitive advantage for him. Right? Simple as that. The same thing is applied for the product as well in the marketplace. Right? Competitive advantage. So when it comes to choosing the right competitive advantage, we need to see how many differences to promote, right? How many differences to promote. So whether we are going with one differentiator or whether we are going with more differentiations in our product. Okay, differentiation factor differentiation factors that are now in, right? That is how many differences to promote. And the other thing is which differences to promote. Not all brand differences are meaningful or worthwhile, and each differences has the potential to create company cost as well as customer spend. So when we are coming with a differentiation for our product or the service, it has to be valued by our customers. If it is not something which adds a value for our customers, no point of offering or promoting such differentiations. Right? Let's say we come up with something new for our products, but it does not recognize, it is not recognized by the customers, or it does not add a value for the customers' benefits. Right? It does not generate benefits for the customers. So no point of promoting such differentiations for our customers. So that when we are always adding a differentiation for our products or the service, we always should make sure to add differences or differentiations which add something benefit, or else which generates a benefit for the customers. But අපි හැමතිස්සෙම differentiation එකක් ගේද්දි අපි නිතරම බලන්න ඕනේ මේ differentiations වලින් customers වලට benefit එකක් add වෙනවද නැද්ද? Otherwise no point of adding such differentiations for our products. So there are some desirable criteria for differentiations. POD means point of differentiation, right? It has to be important, it has to be distinctive and superior, profitable, affordable, convenient. Right? Another important thing is when we are focusing on a differentiating, right? That differentiation, if the product's price is significantly go up, right? The price is significantly going up, and if it is not affordable for the customers, again no point of adding such differentiations for our products, right? Those prices should be affordable for our customers. Product price එක ලොකුවට වෙනස් වෙනවා නම් මේ differentiation එකක් නිසා again no point of going for such. Right? It has to be afforded, or it has to be affordable for the customers. And once we go with this differentiation, I told you we are going to do this positioning. So in positioning, we should communicate our customers, right? Or else we should make our customers aware about why they should buy our product or why they should buy our brand. Or in another way, we should communicate our customers about the differences that our brand is having compared to the other competitors' brands in the marketplace. Right? That is what we call as why should I buy your brand? Right? Why should I buy your brand? So for that we use something called a positioning statement, right? So before this positioning statement, I need to tell you we have something like a shorter version of this, that is a tagline of a production, right? Or else a slogan. Any example for those taglines of products for the brand?
Yes,
Yes, let's do it. 90. Anything else? Anything else? It has to be like very much attractive, catchy enough, right? That is how these taglines are. How are the taglines? Marketing. People don't have taglines. Yes. Yes. Red Bull gives you wings. Right. Then there's a dialogue you just today. Likewise, we have, right? So I gave you, I just reminded you that tagline because this positioning statement is not attractive like the taglines. The positioning statements. So this is kind of a statement with many words, with number of words that summarizes company or brand positioning using our target segment, our brand, our concept, and our point of view. We need to have 4 items in the positioning statement, like our target segment, then our brand, our concept, and our point of view. Right? So this is an example of from Evernote to busy multitaskers. Right? To busy multitaskers. Right? Busy multitaskers who need help remembering things. Evernote, right, is a digital content management application. Content management application that makes it easy to capture and remember moments. Right? Easy to capture and remember moments and ideas from your everyday life using your computer, phone, tablet, and the web. Right? It has covered what our target market that is busy multitaskers, then our brand that is Evernote, and our concept, the content management application, or else what kind of a product is this content management application, and our point of differentiation that is makes it easy to capture and remember moments and ideas from your everyday life using your computer, phone, tablet, and the web. So for any product, we can develop these positioning statements, right? But normally it does not, or as it is not communicated for the customers like the taglines, since it has number of statements, number of words, and it is it's lengthy, right? So that we normally promote these taglines for our customers, but still the companies do create these. Sorry. Still, the companies do develop these questioning statements. So with this questioning statement, so with this differentiation and questioning, so this is going to be the last part of this session. So the companies normally create positioning maps, right? Positioning maps. That is to identify where the product, where the brand is standing up compared to the other brands available in the marketplace. Right? අපේ brand එක කොහොමද market එකේ තියෙන්නේ? අනිත් brands වලට සාපේක්ෂව කියන එක බලන්න තමයි මේ positioning map එකක් අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් create කරන්නේ. So when it comes to this positioning maps, we use different criteria, right, related to our brand or the product. So in planning differentiation and positioning strategies, marketers often prepare perceptual positioning maps that show consumer perceptions of their brands versus competing products on important buying dimensions. Right? We use some important buying dimensions like price, quality. Let's say that is restaurant. We can go for healthiness and the price, or maybe healthiness levels, the quality, different dimensions are used. Right? Normally we have different dimensions that we use to assess a brand's quality. Right? Let's say you go for a hotel, what are the different dimensions that it goes to assess the quality of that hotel? What would be those? To assess the quality of that service, quality of the hotel. What would be the different dimensions, different characteristics that you use? Yes. How the hotel take a quality measure? You don't measure? Unless you don't go for the hotels? Normally, how do you like measure it? How do you measure the quality level of those hotels? Just tell me. You might be like trying to whether this is good or not. Just please tell me. How do you say a person is beautiful or handsome? How do you say? What criteria will we use? What criteria will we use? Huh? Attitude, okay. Yeah, fine. But it's dressings, yes. But it's but yes, please tell me, not for him. He's not the one who asked the question. It's me who asked the question. Yes, what else? All those criteria can be expressed. So either can be criteria. Please tell me some communicable criteria that you are using to assess the person. Yes. Whether they are wearing specs or not, is it? What else? Attitude, dressings, their card, maybe how they are talking. Those would be some of the criteria. So in the same way, as customers, we might be using some criteria or dimensions or attributes to evaluate a product or a service in the marketplace. Now tell me what are the criteria you are using to evaluate a hotel in the marketplace. What criteria will you use?
Quality of the rooms,
Yes, quality of the rooms. What else?
cleanliness,
Cleanliness. What else? Meals. Quality of the meals. Service. How about others, please? Then no one considers about the price. Price is not a matter for you. But with the price, you will go there. Fine. Good to have such kind of people in my class. Sometimes price could be the first factor that I am considering. What else? Additional benefits we can have sometimes whether we have discounts for our credit cards, whether we have credit card offers. Right? What we consider? Whether that is a buffet or any other types of food offering method they have. I don't know whether you are considering those things or you are just going with whatever thing available there. I don't know. Right? You're okay with what they are giving? Is it? Otherwise, you would have like provided me more examples. So in that way, we normally like categorize. So we normally use different dimensions to see the quality or to see for us to compare our products with the competitors' products in the marketplace. Right? So that is what we do in this positioning maps as well. So this is a positioning map that we develop for hotels, right? So we normally use for these positioning maps, we can use different dimensions, but here we have used the price level and the service that they operate, right? They have this expensive and less expensive, right? In these two extremes of this axis, expensive and less expensive, right? Then in this axis we have the service level they have, that is high service and the moderate high service and the moderate service. So then we need to know where our competitors are standing up and where we are standing up. But let's say this is the hotel right? Let's say this is the hotel that we are considering, Palace. So this is our hotel. Let's say this is our hotel. Let's assume this is our hotel. And our products are a bit expensive, as well as we are offering more towards not a good service, right? Not a good service. We are in a middle part or in this middle point. So compared to our hotels, the places like these Grand and this Regency, their price levels are a bit high compared to our prices. See, in expensive side, their prices are a bit high, but they are offering a high service compared to our hotel. Then places like these things, these right, they are offering more towards a moderate service for less expensive or for less prices. Now we can get an overall understanding about where we are standing up compared to our competitors hotels in the marketplace. So in that way, we can get an understanding of what we should do, whether we should go for more services, whether we should, let's say, like decrease the price levels, right? So we have to think of those things. We can think of those things. That is what happens normally in a positioning map. Right. So once we choose our positioning, or as once we choose our differentiation factor, we need to communicate it to our customers. Once it has chosen position, the company must take strong steps to deliver and communicate the desired position to target consumers. All the company's marketing efforts must support the positioning strategy. Right. So once we like differentiate our product in the marketplace, we should communicate it to our customers, right? Sometimes the companies might do some repositioning as well, right? Like what we sort of did in the marketplace, right? So for what did people use cream soda in the past? For what? Cream soda. For what purpose people used it? Cream soda, that is not a there is a drink kind of a carbonated drink in the marketplace. What purpose did people use it? Okay. Anything else? For what purpose? Did we give it? Cream soda? Cream soda for which you want to serve? Is it to mix with alcohol? That's correct. In the past, actually, these products were used mainly at funerals, right? Still, it is being used by these village people. When visitors are coming for a funeral, they give not like Nescafes. In this village, we don't have Nescafe machines. In my village also, we don't have Nescafe machines. Right. So they used to give these cream soda for the people, right, as a drink. Or else it was used uh, when someone is in like a fever, right? Like when someone was not in well, it was used as a drink, like cream soda. But actually, that was not the intention of this company to offer this product, because it was not introduced to the market as something to give at funerals, as something to give for the uh, people in like fever, so that this there is no elephant house in it. So elephant house identified this issue, and they needed to reposition, they needed to remarket their product. So with that all, after evaluating all those, they came up with a nice campaign like, what was that? It came in like 2008, 9, 7, I guess. Then concept of targeting these youth people, this cream soda with some nice ladies, with some handsome boys, but they are in the advertisements, right? They promoted it like Yavani from the popular Chamatkar in single terms. They especially targeted or promoted it to youth category, right? They needed to take out their product from the initial market that the product was consumed by, right? Like at funerals or like at giving, they needed to avoid it. Giving people who are in diseases, they needed to really focus on to another market, right? So they remarketed, they repositioned their product. So the same thing was done with EGP as well. So EGP was also used when people were having a stomachache. EGP developed. So the company understood this one. So they promoted it. No EGP, no food. Right? They repositioned their product, their offerings in the marketplace. So that when we do something differentiation, something as a differentiation for our product, we should make sure to communicate it to our customers. Otherwise, customers might be using for their purposes. Right? අපි product එකක මොනවා differentiation එකක් කළාට පස්සේ අපි ඒක හරියට promote කරලා communicate කරනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් customers might be used for their purpose. Right? Because customers have no idea of what purpose it needs to be used for. Right? So that we have to really or else properly communicate it. Any other example for this repositioning or remarketing? Any other example? This, any other example? For this one? Yes, please. Do you have any such examples? This one. I don't have any examples. Do we? Yes. Anything else? Let's say at the exam you get to write something about repositioning. Now, I ask you not to write about EGP and dreams. Then you will be in trouble. Then there are some examples within you. We can have many more. Right, okay. With that, we will be winding up this session, but we have one activity to do, covering everything we have discussed so far. But before that, let's have a short break. Right now, the time is 1:45. You can come by 2 p.m.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Where are this? Right, okay. You need to do this one, so this covers everything we have discussed so far from this session. Is it readable? Hope you can see. You know it? Only now. So this you can do this like as a group one, but for each show can do for you. Only 1% left. Most of the papers one. Most of the papers one. In your please hurry up, hurry up. Don't take much time. First, please print this one. If you need, you can take a photograph or anything, but you can do anything. If you need, you can go there and read it, come back. No worries with it. Now time is 10 past 2. Now I will give you time till 2:30 maximum. So these type of questions you will get for the exam. The same question. This type of question. Now, you may please read this first. Also, you can go through the handouts that I have given you. Is it? So don't worry to make mistakes. You can make mistakes at this point. You cannot make mistakes at the exam. I'm checking from here. Yes, please. You can get support from ChatGPT now. If it is allowed at the exam also, no worries. I don't know how you know how your exam is going on. Over phone exam is there. Then I am come for your exam. Are you allowed to bring your mobile phone? No. Are you allowed to use the video anything? You better on your side. At this point also. Only you make mistakes now because you are not getting marks now. But at the exam, you will be getting marks. Existing recordings now.
Yes. Second,
You're done with the activity or still doing? Okay. How about you? Still doing? How about you? How about you? How about you? Another? I'll give you like 5 more minutes only. Right, okay, I hope you guys have nice. Finished, everyone? Everyone? Ready?
They will answer.
Right, okay, we will see what this question is asking from you. So, no, that's not, please. The growing competition in the current financial industry in Sri Lanka demands financial institutions, including the commercial banks, to penetrate more markets and find new ways of adding value to their customers. So here we have our bank, that is XYZ, is a reliable state bank with a well-experienced and professional staff. In addition, the bank has more customer-oriented microfinance solutions than competitors, right? Here they say about state XYZ, that is a state bank, and they have a well-experienced and professional staff. In addition, the bank has more customer-oriented microfinance solutions than competitors. They have more customer-oriented microfinance solutions. However, the bank has failed to capitalize such competitive advantages, right? They have failed to capitalize such competitive advantages to position in the microfinance sector yet. XYZ Bank is also aware that there are 5 leading players, including some private-owned finance companies, earning substantial profits with their existing microfinance solutions. They know that they have 5 leading players, which means another 5 competitors in the markets, and who are or which are private-owned finance companies. Having identified this as a promising opportunity, XYZ is aiming to further penetrate the microfinance sector by focusing more on service-conscious customers. So this is a scenario you have been. So normally at the exam also you will be getting this much of scenario in some questions. So the first question it asks is, identify suitable segments. XYZ Bank can identify and suggest a suitable segment to target, right? And suggest a suitable segment to target. So what do you need to do here? What do you need to do here? Yes. What did you do? What did you do actually? For the question number 1. What did you do? Okay. And then? One segment. Right. Okay, then what are the segments you have identified for the question number 1, right? That is what you need to do. You need to identify different segments that this type of company can work with. Right? That is what you need to do for the question number 1. Then what are the different segments you have identified? Different sets of customers you have identified. Yes, please.
New business owners,
New business owners, okay.
growing entrepreneurs, agricultural people who are taking the capital.
Okay. That's all. How about your yes, women entrepreneurs, low income families. Okay, low income families. What else?
Private university students.
Private university students. They normally offer these microfinance solutions, right? They offer these microfinance solutions. Right? We leave that, right? What else? Rural areas. How about your this? Yes. Maybe rural farmers. What else? Yes, self-employed people or else people who run their own businesses. What else? How about your one? Sorry, first time or for what? We can like, okay.
Small and medium companies.
Low income households, right? Okay, that's fine. You have identified some suitable segments that XYZ can work with. And among those, what you need to do is you can just suggest some one segment to work with, right? Maybe entrepreneurs or farmers or anyone else, right? Any segment that you have identified. That means you need to provide maybe 3 to 4 for this one. 3 to 4 would be like would work with, and one segment out of these 3 to 4 segments as the target market. Right? Then identify 3 possible competitive differences for XYZ bank and evaluate the usefulness of proposed difference. So, what are the competitive differences that XYZ bank is having?
Reliable statement.
Okay, others? Others? What are the possible competitive differences that they have? How about you? Okay.
They can't get
I'm asking answers for the second question. I refer to the second question.
Yes.
Yeah. So they will asking like, okay, go ahead.
They can't get down.
No. Here actually I'm asking about, okay, how about your answers?
Concession for low pay, right?
Has it been given there? So we cannot just suggest or we cannot just think and because you have to answer based on this given scenario. Right? Here I am asking about 3 possible competitive differences for XYZ bank. Right? Here you have been like given some characteristics about this XYZ bank. Then you need to identify those. Then what are those? The first one is your group.
Reliable statement.
Yes, that's a reliable state bank that is there. That's a reliable state bank.
Experience.
Yes, very experienced professional staff. Yes, and they are like more customer oriented microfinance solutions. They are offering more customer oriented microfinance solutions. Was that in your answer? Your answer was that? Yes. They draw a positioning map to display the position of the XYZ bank in comparison with other finance institutes operating in the microfinance sector. So, what are the dimensions you used to draw the positioning map? Did you really identify these by yourself or using AI? This is AI.
See,
Then why you use AI if this is very much simpler? Yes, what are the dimensions you used to draw the positioning map? How about you? Customer service and cost. How did you get those? Did you just think? Is it? Other than customer service and cost, is it? And then present. Sorry. Luckily you have spoken. How about you? What are the dimensions you use to do the positioning? Interest rate, okay. Has it been given the interest rate, something about interest rate? Has been given in the case study, the given scenario? What's the other one? Other variables used, other variables used?
Yeah.
What are the dimensions you used?
State term, private term, reliable, more reliable and less reliable. So XYZ brand comes under state term and have more reliability. Other competitors, private and less reliable than.
What are the dimensions you used? Huh? I will explain. Has it been given there? No. Is it same with everyone? What are the dimensions you used? Service, what is meant by service forms? Microfinance solutions and everything. Simply you can use that ownership they have, like whether that is state or private. And what's the other one we use? Other variable? Reliability. Right? These are very simple and scenario itself, everything has been given. You can just think or hypothesize or imagine and assume and put the things when you are writing answers. When you are like getting these types of scenarios, what you need to do is you need to provide your answers based on this particular scenario. So based on this particular small case, right? Then only your answers will work out. Otherwise, your answers will not work out, right? Then develop a suitable questioning statement. Anyone who made this one? Questioning statement. What are the criteria which should be there for a questioning statement? What are the criteria which should be there for a questioning statement? Sorry? Yes, target market. What else? What else? Services being provided. Okay. It has to be the like we have like 4 components which should be there in the questioning statement. The target market, then their brand, right? Then their main concept. We discuss it. First, we need to have their sort of their target market, right? Then their brand, then their concept. What's the other one? I can. Yes, their differentiation factor, right? Those 4 things have to be there in the questioning statement. Okay, we'll see the answers that I have come up with, right? In I'm not saying that my answers are the like only answers that we can use. I just came up with a few. Do you have lectures in the evening? Do you have from 3 to 6? No, you don't have. Right. These are like some of the segments that I came up with. Then they have these differences. Like this, everything is there in the case studies are very much easy. So I did not develop a questioning statement, so questioning map. But we can use things like reliability, ownership, right? Customer focus, and those things can be used. So this is a kind of questioning statement for underserved service conscious customers in the microfinance sector, right? Oh, sorry. We have these target market, XYZ bank offers customer-oriented, flexible, and reliable microfinance solutions. backed by a team of professional experts, ensuring trust, empowerment, and growth. Right? Here I have used the professional experts as my differentiation factor. I have used the 4 dimensions which should be there in the questioning statement. So my target market, my brand, my concept, and my differentiation factor. Right? So at the exam, you don't want to write exactly like match these things, but at least you need to mention these 4 factors, right? Not least, you need to write as a statement, right? So if you get this type of question at the exam, okay, what was you saying? So we'll see like to do these types of more questions in the coming sessions. And I think I asked you to send me the group details which I did not receive. Did I ask? Did I ask you to send me your group details? Send me an email kind of thing? From which group? Did any of you please send me? Or cable? I don't receive it. What's the email that you used? This morning I had an email. I have nothing to use from.
Yeah.
Then how about the others? So when you are sending, please mention at least you are from this app over here. Did you mention it? I didn't. I saw only your name. I didn't open the email actually. Others, please send me your group details.
Till me and he didn't come last week, so
Sorry,
we didn't know our group since we put.
who did not come last week? You three. You three can be one. No, he did not come. You three. You also were not there. And also the U5 will be one. You two, and this guy who is like who left Peter. You okay with those 4 members? Okay, please send me your list. I need to have it. Otherwise, I will put you into groups. Right? Then it will not work for you if I put you into groups. So I have the assignment brief with me, and I will upload it to the LMS. And before that, I need to explain it. So this is what I am expecting. I'm not expecting a report from you. I just need only the presentation. A very simple task this is. Did I ask you that or did I inform you that 30 marks have been allocated for the group assignment? Is it 30 or 25? 30 is not you asked me. Okay, you can remember which means that is 30. Right. So small and medium enterprises contribute significantly to a country's economic development. However, the major issues that SMEs face is less understanding of the marketing practices that they can use. Hence, you as a group need to do the following. So this is your task. You need to select an SME operating in Sri Lanka, and you need to give a brief introduction about the selected SME, and you need to analyze their current marketing practices in terms of what we have discussed so far and what we will be discussing in the coming sessions. And you need to give recommendations for them to do better practices. Very simple, right? So these would be your deliverables. You will have to make a presentation for about 20 minutes, followed by a Q&A session. 20 minutes is not that much, only 5 minutes for a person. See, here I am talking 3 hours. So 5 minutes, see how small that is compared to what I am talking here. And you need to make a presentation using PowerPoint or any other like Canva or anything you can use. Anyway, it has to be a presentation. And you can use Word or something for the presentation. And if we have online participants here, they can present while switching on their camera, and all the members of the groups should make the presentation. If we have 4 members, all the 5 members should make. If we have 5, all the 5 members should make. Should come in and talk. That's what I mean. The presentation should be free from grammar and typo errors, and the presentation will take place during the last week of your semester schedule. So I think now we are in 9th or 10th week. Am I correct? 9th? For marketing, I think I am in 9. For marketing, because I missed 1 or 2 sessions. For other subjects, you must be 11th week. There was a 10th. 10. For marketing, I think I am in a 9th session. As far as I can remember. I think we have 16 sessions. So it's better to start working on the assignment. Now it's it. So this is, I guess, this is very much clear and very simple. No reports, only the presentation. And next week, I think I'm planning to have that quiz, but again, we came up. I got a concern from one of your members who will be absent next week. Which means you will have more areas to cover for this. Are you okay with that? I'm okay not to have it by next week. We will cover something else next week, and week after next, we'll try to have this. Right, we will be getting 15 to 20 questions on the maximum, and MCQ types questions. Class, during the class time, you need to answer those, and right, you will be getting 10 marks for it. But still, you can be absent more than because only 10 marks. Then out of 90, you can pass the subject. Then don't worry. Forgive me.
16 marks for that.
Yes. So 50 marks for the day. Then 20 for the quiz. Sorry, I made a mistake. That is how the mark allocation is there. Anyway, I will recheck it and let you know by next. Right? Okay, then any question? Any questions? And by next week, at least please let me know which SME are you talking about. Please try to select an SME which you can talk about, which is practicing some marketing practices. Otherwise, you will have nothing to talk. So that please select a good one, so that you will be able to discuss some important things. But I will upload this to the LMS, and you can go through this and let me know if you have any issue. Right? Okay, then with that, I